is just on another level at the moment. Like, even in comparison to China and stuff. From what we casted, at least.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I kind of wish Fnatic was here. Just to see them with their change from 23 Savage over to Raven.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I also quite enjoy casting teams that I don't know such a big amount about. So, like, I'd know more about, like, Fnatic and TNC and stuff, right? Over, like, teams like Neon and Cignal. So even though the teams are smaller, like, I actually think it's more fun to cast teams that you don't know as much about. Because not only do you learn more, but, like, for me, as analysis, sometimes when you watch the top EU teams, you tend to have this, like, idea in your head of how good or bad they are before they've even drafted. Whereas, like, Neon and Cignal, like, just by looking at that draft from last game, I could tell you who was, like, looked better, right?
Yeah.
Without actually knowing how good either of the two teams were. So they get a Doom, though, on Cignal. Got banned out in game 1. Gets taken game 2.
Yeah, we'll say a bit of a different draft from them, or a completely different draft from them. More so in that, you know, we do have, I think, a little bit more on-meta heroes.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like this Rubik and the Darkseer opening, though. Feels a little bit meh. Like,
it's not terrible.
Are you gonna play Rubik 4 with Darkseer 3 though? Like, because the other thing is, if they manage to lane the Doom up against the Darkseer, like, he just devours the Iron Shelled creep as well. Okay, so they're gonna lane the Clock with the Darkseer, you would imagine then. I mean, that's Darkseer's game over. Okay. Never mind. I actually completely forgot about this.
Darkseer's game over.
Like, I mean, his game's not over, but his lane's over. Like, I don't know what they're supposed to do in this lane without the Iron Shell damage coming through. It just gets purged off constantly by the Oracle.
I will say, if anything, Neon's draft seems a bit more off-meta this time around.
Yeah, it does, but at the same time, like, you have this troll which is going to go for the status resistance build in the SMY Satanic up against the Doom. And up against the Disarm from the Oracle, I think troll can be really annoying as well. Because it's, you know, stops him attacking. Like, obviously the ult as well stops troll from just, like, bursting somebody down in his own ulti duration as well, which can be really annoying. But he has the Darkseer. It's like the same with the Sven last game. Like, this Darkseer enables the troll so much more. These picks from Cignal are so much better than last game. Like, the ET is going to lane with the Necro as well. That feels like a really strong lane duo. I assume it's going to be Doom mid, and then they last pick their one on Cignal. Because, like, we've seen Doom played anywhere from 2 through 4.
I don't think we saw it 1.
5 seconds remaining.
We didn't see it 1, no.
Dire team bad.
But then what do they want to pick mid on Neon that plays against the Doom? Maybe something like Queen of Pain or like Lina looks okay. They could do with some burst damage, really. Like, to try and kill the Oracle quickly. Maybe even, like, Storm would be okay. But I think the lane's pretty difficult against the Doom.
Do you go something like... I want to say Void Spirit, maybe?
That's like your go-to, isn't it?
For me, yeah.
Yeah. It's not awful. Like, it's okay. Again, I don't know how good the lane is against Doom, though.
Radiant team bad.
Oh, they actually done puck. I mean, it's a pretty good puck game. I still think they need some way of getting on top of the Oracle, which is probably the big thing for Neon. So I think if Oracle doesn't die, it's really difficult for them to ever kill anybody. Like, the ET as well. The ET Oracle have to be the big targets in the team fights.
10 seconds remaining.
I wonder if he gets Battle Fury on Troll. Because we used to see it quite a lot, right? But I don't know. I don't think I've seen Troll played this patch. So they're trying to ban. What does Cignal need as a carry though? You want something that's can play up against a troll, has to lane against Darkseer, but you have the Oracle anyway.
Dire team pick.
And the lifestealer.
Maybe like Ursa's okay, or like Weaver seems pretty good to me. Maybe even like Slark or something seems pretty good as well. Actually, Slark seems really good because you can go Halberd up against the troll too.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I mean, the thing is, like, I feel like as this tournament goes on, we'll actually have an idea of what teams are going to pick, right? But, like, on day one, it's a new region. Nobody's building drums. I have no idea what's going on. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of become that, like... I mean, did you think they were going to pick Tusk or anything that came out from Cignal in the first game?
I think some of the picks were okay. But I think a lot of them... Not a lot of them. Some of them were just it's not what I would see as a good pick, but... Obviously, these guys are much better players than me. And it depends what you've practiced as well and things in your scrims. Like, if like that death pool strat had been working in their scrims, there's no reason it couldn't work in officials. Ah, okay. I thought about this, but I don't know how much I like it. I guess the good thing is they can, depending on the mid pick now from Neon, they can swap their their cores around. Yeah, I think this is Earth's at mid.
That is... Wow. Okay, it is. That's interesting. Just... I mean, the last time I saw it, it was Somnus who played it, and he got... bullied.
So, I have a 7k friend who loves playing Earth Spirit mid. Like, he really enjoys it. And I think when you have the Darkseer on your team, it makes this Earth Spirit really strong. I will say, though, like, they're playing against Oracle. So, the Purge is going to be there for the Magnetize. Like, the magic resistance is going to be there. Or not magic resistance, the, I can't even remember what his spells are called anymore. Jesus. I need, like, Oracle spells behind me, on my wall. Like, behind my computer. Hang on.
Which Oracle spells are you looking about?
The Fate's Edict. So, when the Fate's Edict comes out, like, it gets rid of all the magic damage. And I don't know how well this Earth Spirit's going to do in the mid lane up against this, I assume it's Monkey King. No, it's Necro mid. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, it's Doom mid. Because they're going to put the Necro 3 with the Elder Titan 4. And then put the Monkey... Because Abat's the one player, isn't he? So... And Jamesy's the mid. So it's going to be Doom against Earth Spirit mid. I have no idea how this goes. I think the Earth Spirit build, from what I've seen, is like Echo Saber Blade Mail. But
There's
I feel...
only, what, an extra 50 damage now instead of 60?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I saw from Somnus, I mean, obviously this is a while back, about half a year at this point, it seems, but he had gone Blade Mail first.
Yeah, I think the Blade Mail back into Echo Saber again is fine. But they've changed Blade Mail since you would have seen Somnus play it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't give... do you remember when it used to give, like, so much, like, stats and, like, armor and things? And the Blade Mail active used to be a little bit better. Was it the active that used to be a little bit better? I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, I think he'd probably go for like... He might even go like double bracer or something first. Just tank up. I think there's a lot of pressure on this Earth Spirit as well to be able to find this Oracle, like we were talking about. But they do have like a... It's not caveman lineup on Neon, but like they have the potential to just like brawl so hard. But what I like is that Cignal can also do the same. Like, this Necro doesn't have any cooldowns to wait for. Monkey King doesn't have any cooldowns to wait for. Like, this Elder Titan's going to have Stomp Up constantly. So, we might see a bit of a bloodbath this game.
Yeah, I think they said they're waiting for someone's net to come back up.
I told you, it's not an SGA game without a pause at the start. It's like... It's the way of life, I'm telling you. NA and SCA, there's always a pause. Oh, he's actually started Orb of Venom on Monkey King. I really hate that. Like, you're playing against Darkseer. Why? I don't like. I don't know. I think this is the kind of thing where you build like stats early on, and then you send the Orb of Venom out relatively early on the career. Because otherwise, I think I don't know. I feel like that's what everybody does, right? Like, but again, this is what I'm saying. It's a new region. People have different ideas. They do different things. So like, I'm willing to be wrong. And like I said last game, I would be happy to be wrong because it means I'm learning. That's not what I say when I lose my pub games.
Well, are you learning? Did you learn anything from the first game?
Yeah, that Deathball's dead. No. The drums is really good and people should be building drums. That's what I learned.
Fair enough, fair enough. By the way, I just
Like,
want to say
you-
we
you
missed
always-
1 kill last game.
Pretty good.
Just saying. Over under 5.5. You thought that was cocky?
Dude, look at this Monkey King. Look at the courier that he's turned into. It's so cute, man.
So who's building drums here on both these teams? Because I feel like it's just like it's a
Dude,
staple item, right?
I really hope Doom builds drums. Like, phase drums on this hero is so standard.
And he should sit top of the net worth for the most part. Get that
Oh, yeah, with the
devour up
Devour.
with the scorched earth. One level into the infernal blade if need be.
I thought more mid laners, when they play this mid Doom, would skip the first wave relatively early, like behind the tier 2 and eat a creep, just to get the cooldown up quicker. But we haven't really seen it. Because like the Devour comes up 10 seconds quicker, right then? Than it would have done before.
30 seconds to battle.
I'm interested to see how Yopaj plays this lane. I think it just again, Earth Spirit mid, it's one of those off picks.
Okay, so they've put the Necro bot, and they want to put the Troll up against the Monkey King, by the looks of it. And they're putting the Darkseer bot lane. Oh wait, no, it's position 3 clock. It's pos 4 Darkseer.
Yeah, because Wanuel was on the Veno, wasn't he? Yeah, and Sam H is the Darkseer.
Oh, so it's 5 Darkseer. Dude, what's this Monkey
Interesting.
King do?
I didn't even
And this
realize
is why
that.
you need. This is why you need to build stats early on Monkey King. Now he has this Orb of Venom and he's playing against the Tri lane. Like,
And he's gonna do nothing with it.
maybe I guess because they realize that they picked this Oracle, they should just move the Darkseer to support. Because like we said, if you try and play the Darkseer as a core up against the Oracle, you're not going to have a lane.
But good on them, like to
Oh, that's
make
dead.
that realization.
Okay, okay, they're just diving the. Okay.
Jesus, play hard going down. At least they got a bat though. Caught both those kills as well.
Yeah, and I don't know what the Oracle's supposed to do bot lane. Like, I think they just need to leave the Necro in a 1v1 against the clock. And then put the Oracle to the top lane. Because otherwise, this Necro Tri's just going to run all over them.
Work a late game against this troll, just disarming him. That'll be nice.
Where's the Monkey King? What's he been doing?
Let's go and bottom.
Yeah, but he's been alive for ages.
Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, maybe making a decision like that, but I think if you're gonna make that decision, you have to make it quicker. Like this has got to be Van up here earlier.
And Necro's just TP'd.
He's TP'd, and if he dies here, like his lane's over.
Radiant's courier.
But like, what I mean is that can't the troll just TP bot now? And the clock TP top?
Yeah.
And I don't even think, if they decide to keep this lane set up on Neon, I actually don't think it's that bad either. Like, but I would just TP and get the lane matchup you want.
I think there's no reason
Or maybe-
not to at the moment. Sam H down there though, level 3. He's got 2 into the battery assault. Not gonna be fun with the Fortune's End as well as Genie
I mean-
coming through.
This lane's fine though. Like, if this Darkseer ever rotates down to the bot lane, I think the Monkey King just dies.
And Eris goes down up towards top. Fable used to kill off this Elder Titan. I believe Elder Titan has his TP available. He does. Vans is up in 24, so killing him is not the end of the world.
This mid lane seems to be going really well for the Earth Spirit as well. It's relatively close, but like he's still pulling slightly ahead in terms of CS. Is Jamesy dead? Oh, he doesn't have mana for both the spells.
Boulder
Yeah,
smash, rolling
he's
boulder, and Jamesy. Scorched Earth, is it going to be enough? Yes, it will be. Van up top, though. He'll fall. Rubik low. Play hard on the run. Eris, one more shot, gets by the trees and has the surge from Wanuel. So now he's actually going to turn because he could stay far enough away from Eris.
Oh.
Although, you get back into the stomp and you'll just have to disregard everything I say.
That was amazing. Like, the only way the Rubik dies there, it's like he gets surged up and he just loses control. He's like driving a really fast car that he's never drove before.
And he gets the
Oh
whiskey
my
throttle.
Rubik TV's mid though to refill the Earth Spirit's bottle. But, oh my god, I missed the kill bot lane, and I'm sure you did as well.
All right.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I was looking mid.
I'm pretty sure if you saw that happening, you would have said something. So I was like...
Still not wrong. Eu-VODs here sitting level 4. They've got Elder Titan coming over towards mid. They also have the Oracle, so a +1. Rolling Boulder. Boulder Smash hits on an Eris. Eris, he doesn't get the Arcane Rune. Eu-VODs is actually the one who gets it. He fills up his bottle. But,
oh, Jamesy.
Fortune's End with the Cox. Jamesy in trouble. Battery Assault. Rolling Boulder hits on the Oracle. And Jamesy should be dead. Actually takes a little bit more damage to the neutrals before he dies.
There's a lot of heroes in the mid lane. Oh.
Yeah, this is the stuff that I was seeing with Winter back when we were casting
Just Sam H as well on this
Shine.
clockwork. I think he's going to kill the Oracle again.
Yeah, Grimm's I don't think has anything to get away from this. Fortune's End, but the Battery Assault just way too much for him to handle.
Dire's
How-
middle tower is under attack.
I love that Clockwork accidentally started to build Tranquils as well, and then he just decided to lock every single component of it because he was so scared.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
But yeah, I mean, this laning stage is going really well for, for Neon in terms of kills overall. But like, in terms of CS, it's relatively close. I just worry that I think this clock's going to hit level 6 and then just run all over the map and start killing everyone. Guess what? Sam H has queued up on clock as well.
Radiant's middle tower
Drums.
is under attack.
I'm so excited. Never thought I'd be excited to see a drums pick up, but after last game,
Nobody's got it queued up yet here on Cignal. But we'll see if that changes.
this
You
Doom.
know, there is potential for it too. Necro putting pressure on
Top
his
lane,
scam,
Van.
but they've got Eu-VODs here now, and Necro I think just dies. He's rooted up, goes into the Ghost Shroud, but won't matter. Rolling Boulder comes in, that'll finish him off. They get the kill onto the Necro, and that opens up Scem's lane even more, and Eu-VODs makes the rotation hit that level 6. So now he's got Magnetize, and not only do you have Clockwork who's going to move around the map, but I mean, just watching that play, and I know it's just one rotation, but Eu-VODs seems like he wants to play pretty mobile. And he goes
gonna be
back
an extra
over
one as
mid,
well.
Magnetize, Eris in trouble. He'll get the sleep. I don't know if he survives. Just barely. Fortune's End comes in, and the Magnetize won't get reproc. So Magnetize now down. Not the longest of cooldowns. 100's pretty long, level 1, but level 3, 80 is not terrible.
Yeah, this is what I was saying though about the Earthstrip mid pick. Like it's okay, but I don't think it's a free game for it. He's heading back top though, because if this Necro dies again, he has no TP.
Yeah,
This would
Ben's
be an
on
absolute
level 5.
disaster for Van.
They've got Play Hard, so even though he missed the Rolling Boulder, they've got Fable. They have Telekinesis up now that it's off cooldown. It was on cooldown for a couple more seconds before, but Van still survives. Ghost Shark keeps him up. They look over now at Eris. Van, he doesn't have anywhere to go, so he's going to get caught. Rolling Boulder comes in. He'll end up dead. Eris might die as well. Eu-VODs under the tower taking pot shots. Not sure he wants to just stay here and die like that. But Sam H off screen. He'll die to Jamesy. Sleep hits on a 2. But there's no damage for Eris. Rolling Boulder. Now the blind. You'll get the kill. Double kill for Scem.
Is under attack.
And then an easy does it there for Neon Esports. But while that's happening, Cignal still have the net worth lead.
This is like Earthstrip's getting involved with loads of early kills, which is good, but this Doom's just allowed to farm back up again because of this like Devour is allowing him to just get so much farm. And the Monkey King's like free farming in the bot lane as well, so yes, you're killing the Necro, making his game really hard, but like if the other two cores are getting free farm in the meantime, is it really worth it?
I think maybe the thought process on that is slow down this Necro, really have him be under farmed, but he's still more farmed than the Clockwork. Not experienced, but he's got more gold. So things are okay in that like aspect of things. Rolling Boulder once again. Eris won't be able to pick up this rune once more.
Dire's middle
Spirit
Yes,
Vessel for the Earth Spirit, and almost
though.
drums for Sam H. Midas for Doom.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, he's going to be so farmed. I don't like the Midas pickup,
Neither do I.
but I mean, if it gets to the late game, if he has Devour and Midas, he's going to be huge.
Hookshot used, Battery Assault, Era's in trouble, probably dead to rights, especially with Skem making the rotation over to finish him off.
Magnetize.
Magnetize on the Van, they're going to continue to go on the Necro. Boulder Smash hits, they got the Whirling Axes, they continue to give chase, but he's got the Ghost Shroud, they should just be able to reapply the Magnetize and do. Rolling Boulder's a complete miss, but Van still ends up dead. He'll go down to Sam H, who gets himself a double kill, and it looks like the tier 1 tower might not be long in this top lane either.
Yeah, they're gonna try and glyph it to keep it alive a little bit longer, but it looks like nobody from Cignal is ready to come over and defend this one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're TPing to the Earth Spirit bot lane as well. They want this Darkseer,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
so they want the Monkey King even. Oh, they have. Oh, he doesn't have any points in VAC. I was pretty sure that you went like you got the value point in VAC at level 6. Decided not to go for it though. Problem is, if he doesn't doom the Darkseer down here in the bot lane, and the Earth Spirit just gets surged away. So like James, he can't commit the ult there onto the Earth Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Have you seen what Skem has built up on the troll as well?
Battle Fury.
Time to farm, boy.
Give me that
He might be in
farm, give me
trouble.
that farm. Boulder comes in, out on a Van. He just can't find a place to stay. So he'll be dead again. They look over at Jamesy. He's in trouble because Hookshot, that'll land. Cogs will push him away even further from his team. Sweep hits on a 1, but, well, play hard. He comes forward. He's got Scorched Earth. They'll grab a kill on Jamesy. Eris, what are you doing? Elder Titan in trouble. Rolling Boulder comes in. Eris, one more shot from dead. Sam H on a killing spree. And it's now 13-4. I'm pretty surprised, though, overall. This is still just a 1K game.
They have big problems on Cignal though, because their supports are still both level 4 at the 10-minute mark, and Elder Titan's going to take the tome, but this Oracle really needs level 6, like so badly. I actually think it's better if they give the tome to the Oracle, but because Eris is so far behind, they're going to give it to him. And yeah, you say it's surprised it's a 1K lead, but like this Doomed has Devour and Midas, right? If he didn't, they'd be further and further behind still. Mid lane.
Might still be dead. Fade Bolt in just a second. He also has the Stolen Purifying Flame, so it's not easy to work against that.
Oh.
They finally kill Yopaj, but it cost them Doom as well as the Reaper Scythe. Elder Titan, he's getting low over bottom. Battery Assault with the chase as one. UL dies mid. And look for one more shot. Sam H gets the kill. He's got TP up. But Balance Strike is off cooldown. If he gets hit with the Fortune's End, he'll probably be dead, but Abat has the Primal Spring regardless. So Sam H, if you got the mana to get a hook shot off, that would be great, but that's not happening.
I mean, that was a huge kill on the Earth Spirit mid though. I mean, he was 3-0-5 before that. So the fact they managed to slow his game down, not only kill him, but protect the Necro as well, who's been really struggling so far this game. That's a big deal. Like, this Earth Spirit is like a snowball, like a massive snowball hero, right? It reminds me of like Queen of Pain and Lena and stuff. Apart from, I think it scales a little bit better. But like every kill you get on him is going to mean so much.
Stolen Balance Strike. Fable, Rocket Flare, they do have hook shots, so surge up the Clockwork, get him close to Abat, who will get into the trees. I believe Play Hard kind of blocked the Clockwork from maybe committing onto that. But at the end of the day, you're still pushing him further out of lane. Slow down his farm just a touch.
And they're going to smoke up again here. They want to make a play with the hook shot.
Troll almost has Battle Fury.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Primal Spring. Once he shows on the creeps, they're gonna go. I mean, there's.
Dire's courier.
Or
has
they'll get the
been killed.
courier. They'll get Van's courier with a ring of health. Oh boy. Hook shot comes out onto the Necro. Jamesy here too. Cogs. It'll keep Doom from coming in, and now Van's dead again. Van really struggling. Balance Strike gets thrown forward, but the Wukongs is out. Doom in trouble. Yopaj, though, getting low. Rolling Boulder not out of the circle. Play hard. Yopaj both down. Skem, he tries to fight into this. Earth Splitter comes through. 3 kills for Cignal. But the False Promise saving Jamesy. Oh, boy.
Insanely good Wukongs there by Abbott. Like, they're just so tanky. Like, oh, hang on. Mid.
Can they kill him?
No, there's no way, surely. Like, I don't... They kill the Necro there at the start, right? And it looks really good. I have no idea why they tried to go in for more. Like, just finish the tier 1 tower, right? It's all about the controlled aggression. Because at the moment, they're just diving for everything they can possibly find. And look at the difference between the mid's net worth now. Because the Opage is on this Earth Threat has been rolling around trying to make so much happen. But look at Doom's net worth. Like, with this Devour Midas, he's 2,400 gold in front of him. 2,600 now.
Van dies again.
And yeah, like, Van's dying over and over again, but I actually don't think it matters.
As long as he hits the Reaper Scythe, I think it doesn't matter.
Yes, yeah, he's almost finished Battle Fury and Troll and stuff. But, like, I think the fact this Doom's so big, he's going to go Blink BKB and just start taking over fights. He might even go Halberd if he feels like he needs it, instead of BKB.
I'm just glad he got the drums.
Yeah? Clock drums? Doom drums?
I think maybe a little bit of overconfidence from Neon in that fight over mid. You know, they're going around the map getting constant kills, but it hasn't exactly converted itself into a net worth lead. And maybe they think they were much more ahead than they were.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know. Like, I know, because, like, this Doom Midas doesn't help him. Like, it's not fighting net worth, right? Yes, they're ahead in net worth, or they were, but it's not like... The Midas doesn't help him fight. Like, the attack speed's obviously nice, but...
Like, if you're the Earth Spirit, what do you do when you're doomed?
Get surged away.
Like, that's it. That's your only answer.
Checkmate.
So, you know...
Good lane.
With that philosophy, Earth Spirit basically becomes a useless hero once he gets doomed. And Ares vacuum back, taking a lot of damage. Spirit Vessel on him, he'll eventually tick down to the Spirit Vessel.
Just. That was so close.
Rolling Boulder again. Yopaj, he's in pretty far, but they've got
That's an
themselves a
oracle,
hook
though.
shot. False Promise used. Silence comes in. I don't, you know, it's not in time with the Geomagnetic Grip, the Balance Strike, as well as the Wukongs. They've got the Doom out onto Yopaj once again with the Reaper Scythe. They'll get the kill. Magnetize onto a bat. Not doing enough, but the Fable comes in. Mischief, a bat still surviving. He's within the Wukong's command. And now they'll get the kill onto Jamesy. So they'll continue forward to look for a couple of kills here on the side of Neon as they're taking out everybody from Cignal. I'm surprised. I think they really look good for Cignal to sustain.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Doom tried to push for more there. Like, because they have to respect this troll now that he has Battle Fury. It's not just the farming potential, it's a 55 damage item. So when he pops his Battle Trance now, he has a huge amount of damage for the attack speed that he already had built up with the further stacks and whatnot. And like, your Doom doesn't have an armor item. He has 4 armor. So when you're playing against this troll, he will absolutely rip through you.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And they're going to give the Aegis to the Earth Spirit because he used buyback to get into that fight. Makes sense. I don't know, like, that fight looks really good for Cignal because they got the Oracle out off on the Monkey King to keep him alive. Then all of a sudden, like, as soon as the Doom dies, like, it's such a disaster for them.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a Dragon Seer though, so at least he gets a little bit more armor now because of that. It's quite a lot actually. +5.
And the HP regen. Once
We're
he
gonna go on this
gets that
top there.
BKB, he's pretty much not unkillable, but very strong. Is they're gonna get a kill on a Sam H.
He steals a Centaur Stomp though on Rubik. Did you know you could do this?
No.
You can steal the Doom's neutral spell.
He's gonna try and throw it. He does. So now Doom might be in trouble. Magnetize hits, but they've got the sweet false promise thrown onto the Monkey King. I think the one they really need to be saving, though, is the Doom, because he's gonna fall. They're continuing to fight into this. The wall is down, and Wanuel has done his job. They get the kill on the Monkey King regardless of the fact that they had the false promise on him. Ares tries to get a stop. It's a triple kill for Skem. Now they move over for another one. They catch Van. Spirit Vessel on him. Skem moving forward. Eu-VODs gets the kill. 4 heroes dead once again on the side of Cignal. As Neon, they come out ahead once more.
Eu-VODs is playing so well on this Earth Spirit. Like, his spell usage is really good. He's hitting so many rolls, but also, like, he's not stopped fighting since about minute 4. Like, well, I worried about his scaling potential, especially in comparison to heroes like the Doom, but like he's full on committed for it. Like, and fair play to him. And this is what I mean. Like, I thought this was going to be really poor, but I'm learning, dude. Look at Grim. Oh, this Oracle just drops a ward under Skem's nose.
Ooh. Okay. Well, Playhard's happy with that. I think the only thing he's upset about is the fact that Spell Steal's only level 1. But he's got Devour.
Dude, this was so good as Rubik. You know, free gold, man. Hell yeah.
Does the gold you get amped up by Arcane Supremacy?
I hope it. I wish it did. That would be amazing. Like, this Earth Spirit. Do you want to go on him first? He has Aegis, guys.
Boulder Smash. Eu-VODs, though, he'll lose the Aegis. They gotta fight on this. They don't have wall, though, for another second. It's actually decent timing. Sweep, though, hits on to Wanuel. They're gonna use the Earth Splitter. They're trying to get the kill here onto the Darkseer, but the Vacuum, it could be good for them with the wall. A lot of heroes lining up for them, as everybody's here for Neon. They're just not looking to fight.
Yeah, it's a really bad area because they don't have vision down set on the radiant side.
Ooh, and the Doom on to the Earth Spirit.
Stole Doom.
Surged away. Stolen Doom's going to be horrible. He
Yeah,
gave up
that's
the
what I mean,
Devour,
like-
though. Some good news. Fade Bolt, Doom. That's placed on the Necro. What does Necro do now? They've got the wall down. They need the Vacuum. There it is. Follow it up. These guys are going to drop real quick. The False Promise is the only thing keeping the Monkey King alive. They get the kill on 3 of these heroes. They're going to look over the Monkey King and finish him off after the False Promise pops. They're actually looking for the full team white to kill off Grims, and with the Rolling Boulder missing, maybe he's able to survive, but they've got the Rolling Boulder once again up in 2 seconds.
Stones.
Hits, and Darkseer's here, so eventually he will fall. Boulder Smash gets him further away, though. A little bit of a mistake from Eu-VODs eventually, though. Full team wipe for Neon Esports.
That Doom by the Rubik onto the Necro just completely wins them the fight. Because it's like, they can't instantly burst somebody down. And I have no idea why they tried to carry on fighting there, because they used their Doom and didn't get anything for it. Like, they have to respect the fact that, okay, like, we messed up a spell usage, it's fine, but, like, we can't go any further here. We have to just chill out. Because, again, like, they just walk into a troll ult with the, like, the Vacuum combo and whatnot, because he has Battle Fury on top of the Vacuum, right? So it's still a lot of damage. And Necro getting doomed up means he's completely out of the fight. They managed to hookshot the Monkey King in the backline as well, so he can't even get any spells off. Like, it's just a perfect fight from Neon with their spell usage.
Rolling Boulder once again. Eu-VODs looking over at Ares. He should get him. He's got Wanuel here.
This guy's crazy.
He's just going in. He doesn't stop. And the fact that... Oh, okay. Vacuum makes him miss the hook shot. Good War Stomp, but...
What a call.
Now he's got the cogs around him, so he's in trouble. Also, they get the kill on a Van. They're going to look for more. This looks like it could be an ending fight if it went on, and they did team wipe from here, especially with the buyback from the Elder Time. But behind them, they've got the Wukongs, and now everybody's out of it. And Wukongs is stolen. Playhard's having a magnificent game. Sam H ends up dying. They'll look for Wanuel. They'll take out 2. The Rolling Boulder back in from Eu-VODs. They've got the Spirit Vessel out onto the Monkey King. They look over at the Elder Titan, who's trying to get a sweep off, and will. Troll swept up for a second, but they're still on a bat. They got the kill into the Elder Titan, who did buy back earlier in this fight. Spirit Vessel about to run out on a bat. But with the Boulder Smash and the damage coming in, Eu-VODs will be dominating as he takes out the Monkey King.
Feels so bad as the Necro this game, though. Like, he's 2-11 and 7.
He hasn't done anything all game. He's just not allowed to play Dota.
I mean, they just kept running at him in that top lane over and over again. Like,
yeah.
feels
9K lead.
very bad.
Really starting to fall out of control here.
Oh, he stole Devour again.
Give me that
What a
gold.
player.
All right, let's watch how much gold he gets. Gotta pay attention.
No, because the extra Devour God comes in at the end. Like, if you look at the Rubik now, he has that little icon above his spells.
Gaining
Just the extra
14
200 you
bonus
get comes
regen
through.
at the end.
I don't know if you lose the Devour thing, though, if you steal a different skill. I have no idea.
So the extra gold comes at the end. Is he gonna get 200 more or more gold?
Radiant's bottom tower
How about?
is under
Rolling boulder, telekinesis, and now he'll steal the balance strike. That'll keep him locked up for the kill. Hook shot. All the way through, he's got Surge as well as the Iron Shell. Gets down the cogs and actually Necro's TPing into it. Air Splitter used. And he's just going to force step away. Rolling boulder in. Eu-VODs avoids the Air Splitter. Reaper Scythe thrown down, but it's not going to do anything with the vacuum wall. They've got a godlike spree on Scam. Van ends up dead for another time. False Promise out into the Elder Time, but that's going to leave Doom
So the Doom.
vulnerable. And he's got hit with the Doom as God, Playhard is having an amazing game. He really is playing so well. And then let's see. 200. I wanted it to be more,
Dire's
even if it's
I
not
want
a
to
thing.
see. I want to see more SCA Darks here,
Dire's
by the way.
middle tower is under
I feel like these two games have been so fun to watch just because of this Darks here as well. Like
Yeah.
the Surge plays, like the Iron Show enables the Clockwork and the Troll to just do more damage in fights. Oh, I also love it. Let's start that fight. Sam H hook shots in and like 4 staffs out because he's worried about the Earth Splitter. And Yo-Patch is like, hell no. I'm going in anyway, dude. Like,
I think he got too high on it too. He didn't even get hit.
yeah. It's pretty crazy. Roche minimum respawn time is just about to hit. It's a really quick spawn at 20 seconds. He has Satanic on Troll. Jesus. Should probably put his Battle Fury in. Yeah, nice. This Troll is so farmed.
Yeah, up on the top of the net worth by 5,000.
What is a bat? Okay.
2-man sleep. Wukong's down. BKB popped by a bat, but now
Oh.
nobody's in the Wukong, so it doesn't matter.
What a disaster.
Skim going forward, and they're going to find Van again. Oh, hookshot comes out. Van about to die for a baker's dozen amount. As the Earth Splitter hits on a Sam H, takes a lot of damage. They look over to play hard. Fortune's End thrown at the
Kicks the
Rubik. Does
Rubik
lock
away.
him up, but they get the save on the Rubik. They look over at the Monkey King. They'll get the kill into a bat. One hero gone. Make it a second. Grims is dead.
I mean,
And he steals Purifying Flames. And that with the 4 on the Arcane Supremacy is going to do a lot of damage. The Reaper Scythe hits and kills off Sam H, who will buy back. They get the kill into Jamesy. Down in the wall, in the cogs. Van in trouble. Like I said, Baker's dozen, dead for the 13th time.
that was such a sick roll though up on the high ground before. Did you see? Like, he goes in, he kicks the Rubik out, and then they catch the Monkey King and the Oracle at the same time. Because like the clock goes on the Monkey King and the Earth Split rolls in, hits the Oracle in the backline, so he can't ult and save him. Like, Oracle still has false promise up. He couldn't use it the whole of that last fight.
are fortified.
Because he was waiting for the right moment, and as soon as that moment came, Yo-Patch was just on top of him straight away. 11, 4, and 20 on the Earth Split. This guy's crazy.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, there was a part in time where he was slowing down. He was behind the Doom and Net Worth by quite a bit with the Midas as well as the Devour, but that has really kind of fallen off here. I mean, Doom's only up 1,000 gold.
Yeah, but they hit this timing on Neon where they've just fought non-stop ever since. Is this Oracle in trouble?
False Promise onto a bat. Doom
And there's
placed
the Surge.
onto the Troll, and, well, Surge away, staying alive.
And now the Doom's up.
Yeah, not that I think Doom's dying anytime soon. They might get after Wanuel and get a kill there, but the vacuum pulling them back keeps the Darkseer alive. Magnetize used. The bat's dead. They'll look over at Jamesy. They've got the root. They'll get the kill. 3-0's gone to the side of Cignal. They'll call GG, and Neon Esports with a sub 1 hour 2-0.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, that was a unbelievable series by Neon. Like, coming into this tournament, they were a team that I looked at being like, okay, yeah, like, these guys look pretty good on paper, but like,